I'm Mayor Ron Anders, and we're proud to introduce you to our April 2022 Employee of the Month, as well as a number of other city employees and their special recognitions. Today we're proud to introduce you to the City of Auburn April 2022 Employee of the Month, and I have a memorandum here from Dan Ballard, the Interim Director of Public Works, written to Megan McGowan Crouch, the Auburn City Manager. The purpose of this memorandum is to nominate Mark Dumas as the City of Auburn's April 2022 Employee of the Month. Mark accepted his current position as a right-of-way maintenance worker within the Public Works Department in June of 2020, after faithfully serving more than 24 years as the collection system maintenance worker within the Water Resource Management Department. Mark immediately familiarized himself with the various duties and tasks of the right-of-way maintenance division and has since distinguished himself by exhibiting a strong work ethic, care of and support for his fellow crew members, and an eagerness to learn and grow within his new position. Over the course of the last 2 years, Mark has demonstrated a strong affinity for taking on tough assignments and a high capacity for learning new skills and operating the various equipment required to maintain the city's rights-of-way in a safe and attractive condition. Mark has taken the initiative to become a highly skilled operator of the tractor-powered boom mower. This has vastly expanded the right-of-way division's capacity to perform necessary cutbacks of vegetation to maintain city standards associated with minimum sight distances and clearances along our hundreds of miles of roadway. Overall, Mark leads by example in his service to Auburn and represents the city's core values through his words and his actions on a daily basis. His contributions to the Public Works Department and to the City of Auburn are commendable and deserving of praise and recognition. For these reasons, I, Dan Ballard, the Interim Director of Public Works, nominate Mark Dumas for the City's Employee of the Month for April 2022. We have a special recognition for a number of our employees here at the City of Auburn. They'll be recognized for the State Excellence in GIS Award for Auburn's Street Tree Explorer. I have a memorandum here from Greg Nelson, our Chief Information Officer, written to Megan McGowan Crouch, the City Manager. In late November, local, state, and federal and private GIS practitioners gathered in Gulf Shores, Alabama for the 2021 GIS of Alabama Conference hosted by the State of Alabama Geographic Information Office. A surprise in this year's conference was the special recognition of the City of Auburn in the new Excellence in GIS Award. Secretary Hal Taylor and Chief Geographic Officer Philip Henderson presented the award to the city with special recognition of our Street Tree Explorer mapping application. The Street Tree Explorer educates citizens on the value of urban and right-of-way trees. A team from Public Works and Information Technology collaborated on this uniquely Auburn presentation on the value of trees. The online map, which you can find at auburnalabama.org/StreetTreeExplorer, teaches citizens both the economic and ecological value of trees based on where trees are located, the kind and health of each tree, and the care staff provides. Credit to Ann Randall, Public Works Urban Forestry Specialist, Will Kimry, IT GIS Developer, Laura Arori, former IT GIS Analyst, Britt Johnson, IT GIS Business Analyst, and Christopher Graff, Deputy Chief Information Officer, for creating this powerful education tool for our citizens and for demonstrating the greater potential that comes from working together to achieve a common goal. Thank all of y'all for your hard work. We appreciate it. Today we have a special recognition for Miss Michelle Wall. I have a memorandum here from Kristen Reeder, our Human Resources Director, written to Megan McGowan Crouch, the City Manager. Upon being promoted to the HR Business Partner Manager role, Michelle set her sights on earning the Senior Certified Professional Designation through the International Public Management Association for Human Resources. This designation requires passing a rigorous test and is a demonstration of Michelle's mastery of the knowledge of the human resources field. Her leadership and guidance are critical to the success of our department. I'm pleased to nominate Michelle for an Achievement Award, recognizing this accomplishment in her career with the City of Auburn. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
We're proud today to be at Auburn High School recognizing our recent state champions, and I have a resolution here from the City Council, and I'd like to read that. Whereas the City Council is pleased to honor Auburn City Schools, its faculty, staff, and students for their excellent achievements and contributions both inside and outside the classroom. And whereas Auburn High School's Charlie Sexton recently won the 2022 Alabama High School Athletic Association's 7A Individual Track State Championship in the indoor 60-meter dash. And whereas Charlie, a member of Auburn High School's class of 2022, finished with a time of 6.84 seconds and is now the Auburn High School record holder in the indoor 60-meter dash. And whereas during the 2020-2021 season, Charlie ranked 10th in the 100 meters, 6th in the 400 meter, and ended the season with a second place finish in the 200 meter at the state outdoor meet. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Auburn, Alabama, that the Council hereby recognizes and formally congratulates Charlie Sexton for his outstanding achievements and his exemplary efforts in representing Auburn City Schools and the City of Auburn. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the minutes of this meeting and presented to head coach Ledrick Oliver and Charlie Sexton, adopted and approved by the City Council, by the City of Auburn, Alabama, this 5th day of April 2022. Congratulations, Charlie. We're very proud of you. Whereas the City Council is pleased to honor Auburn City Schools, its faculty, staff, and students for their excellent achievements and contributions both inside and outside of the classroom. And whereas Aaron Clarkson, a 10th grader at Auburn High School, earned an individual state championship in the 102-pound division of wrestling. And whereas Aaron competed against a wrestler from Daphne High School at Thompson High School in Alabaster, Alabama, and ultimately took her opponent down and won by way of a pin. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Auburn, Alabama, that the Council hereby recognizes and formally congratulates Aaron, head varsity coach Joe Eckhart, assistant coaches Corey Cotter and Nathan Baker for their outstanding achievements and their exemplary efforts in representing Auburn City Schools and the City of Auburn. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the minutes of this meeting and presented to head coach Joe Eckhart, adopted and approved by the City of Auburn, Alabama, this 5th day of April 2022. Congratulations. We're very proud of you. Coach, congratulations.